Hi everyone, this is the 2018 ACT Practice Booklet 24 through 31. This is 24. Armin is trying to decide whether to buy season pass of his 20 home game basketball teams, or the cost of an individual ticket is $14 and a season pass is $175. The season pass will admit Armin to any home basketball game at no additional cost. So what they want to, this is a min-max type problem, but they want to know what's the minimum number of home basketball games Armin must attend this season in order for the cost of the season pass to be less than the cost of buying an individual ticket for each game. So basically we know that the cost is $14 per game, and the season pass, let's say, is $175. And if you divide these two by 14, like 175 by 14, you get 12.5. That's where he's even. So for it to be the season cost to be less, then we want we want it to be 13. So he has to attend 13 games to come out better than even. Right? Next problem is this one. Now what I do on this one is I get rid of these negative exponents. So it's going to be 4.8 times 10 to the 11th. Remember negative exponents. To get rid of them, you move it to the numerator and get rid of the negative. So I'm going to do it that way, and then I have 1.6, and I'm going to move this one to the denominator and take away the negative. Now if I divide these two, I'm going to get, let's see, what was that, 3.0, okay, so 3.0, and then I'm going to divide these two, so this is basically 10 to the 11th minus 7, which is times 10 to the 4th. So the answer is A. I'll double check on that one. Alright, so that's an easy way to do it. Just separate them out. Separate these two out with this. Next one. Oh boy. Okay, so this one I'm going to go ahead and put a graph paper on here. Now if I draw this is a center, a circle, with the center negative 1, 2. So I'm going to kind of draw that here. So negative 1, 2 is right here. That's the center, and that's C. And it passes through 2, 6. So there's 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is A. So all you need to do on this one, they want to know what the coordinates of B are. Mainly the segment AB is the diameter. So it's going to be down in here somewhere. So all I do for C is negative 1, 2. And we do, how do we get from negative 1 to 2? So to get, you can do algebra with it, or you can just count. This is 1, 2, 3. So negative 1 plus 3 was 2. That's your X. And then your Y was going up. So we started at 2 and went up 4 to get 6. We had 2 plus 4 gives you your 6. So the key numbers are 3 that we went to the right and 4 that we went up. So what we're going to do is take the center again. This is your X. And this is your Y. Is 2. And instead of adding 3, we'll subtract 3 because this is the center. And instead of adding 4, I'm going to subtract 4. And what we get is negative 4. That's your x, and your y would be negative 2. So I'm going to go to negative 4, negative 4, negative 2. So there's that point. This point would be point B. Okay? So negative 4, comma, negative 2. And I didn't use a distance formula. I just kind of did a sketch a graph. Okay, the next one is this one. Basically, you need to know your sum and difference of cubes. So for minus, you have a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. I'm going to go ahead and write the other one. A cubed, the sum of cubes is this one. It will be a squared minus ab plus b squared. So make sure you know that. And it's minus, minus, plus. Plus, plus, minus. So in this case we have this one. So my a is x and my b is 4 because 4 cubed is 64. So if I use this formula of x minus 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 16. So the only answer, this would be your x. I'll just put x cubed minus 64. But that's how it's broken down right there. So one of your factors is x minus 4, which we have here. The other factor is x squared plus 4x plus 16, which we don't. So answer A is the solution. All right, this one, it says we have an average of so many numbers, a list of 4 numbers. So let me write those down. We have A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4 equals 90. All right, and then they want a new list of 4 numbers. A plus B plus C plus D. The 4th number in the list, why did I put that? All right, so this is D. All right, the 4th number in the original list is 80. And these are the same as these. The 4th number in the new list is 96. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply, cross multiply, and get A for the first list. A plus B plus C plus 80 equals 360. I just multiplied 4 times 90. Now I'm going to subtract 80 from both sides, and that's going to give me 280. Let's see, let's make sure. You get A plus B plus C equals 280. Now, since we know what A plus B plus C equals, this is 280. This is 280 here. This is 280. This is 280. We're still dividing this by 4. So to get your new average, you're just going to add 280 plus 96 divided by 4. And when you do that, 280 plus 96 divided by 4, you get 94. So your answer is H. The next one, we have a number line. And if you square negative 2.5, you get 6.25. So I just did negative 2.5. If you want to do this without a calculator, just do negative 25 squared, and you know that's 625, and then you move the decimal back one place. Alright, so it says, which of the following numbers shows this on the location? So we got 6.25, which is right on there. So that's E. I think they want you to know to square out the negative there. Okay, the next one is Maria ordered a pizza. She only ate 2/3. So not 2/3, 2/9. So that means she had 7/9 left. And she gave the remaining pizza to her 3 brothers. What fraction of the whole pizza will each of Maria's brothers receive if they share? So it's 3 brothers. You divide this by 3. And all you do is multiply those two and you get 7/27. And just recall, so what's the answer? J. Basically, 7/9 divided by 3. I can write this 3/1. You keep, change, and flip. So that would be 7/27. And the last problem is number theory. So we know that the prime factorization of 1007 is 7 times 11 times 13. And knowing this, what's the prime factorization of 300,030? So I just divide that by 1001 and you get 30. You can just tell by looking if you want. So now we just need prime factorization of 30. And we're going to keep our 7, 11, and 13. This one D doesn't work because 10's not prime. So to break it up, we're going to choose E, because to get 30, we're going to use the prime factorization of 30, which is 2 times 3 times 5. That would be 6 times 5, and that gives you the 30. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.